Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Michael Simpson here. Wow, I'm so excited about this commercial REO and short sale course that we have coming for you. And so many people have asked what we're going to be covering. So I wanted to give you just a quick overview of what we're going to be talking about. Remember, a lot of this is going to be virtual. Even though it's live, a lot of what I'm going to be doing is virtual. So we're going to have everyone on laptops, and if you're virtual there, you're going to be doing BOVs and things digitally. So keep that in mind. So we're going to cover quite a bit, a lot of information on the pre-foreclosure opportunities that are out there. We have a guest speaker coming in to talk about loans that are being reset and the challenge with refinancing some of these loans. You know, the loans in commercial real estate are amortized over 20 years typically, but they are due in 3, 5, 7, and 10. So if I have a loan on a commercial building, it may be due in 5 years, for example, and then I could have had a low interest rate of 4%, where now I'm going to have to get it more like 6 or 7%. So that means I'm going to need to bring in money. In some cases, in this case here, it's $10 million that we need to bring in. So that's obviously it could be a problem for a lot of people. So there's a lot of opportunities in loans that are getting reset and how you target them and go after them and how you can help them. And the other types of free pre-foreclosure conversations would be loss mitigation, note purchase. Can we purchase the note at discount? Maybe even what is forbearance? What is loan modification? And then, of course, the commercial short sales. So there's a whole section on commercial short sales that I'm going to go through with you from A to Z and talk about what is a short sale, why does it make it a short sale, and then how you process a short sale from A to Z, and what's different between commercial short sales and residential short sales. So I'll go through all of that, the REO asset management process and what their expectations are, residential versus commercial, um, some of the differences in the process, the state laws and how those are different in each state, and how the foreclosure laws are different in each state. We'll talk about that and what that looks like, and the process of going through foreclosure in the various states, real property versus personal property, and why that's so important in commercial real estate, how to do the notices and posting and expectations for occupancy checks, the roles of players, the brokers, the lawyers, asset managers, the benefits of being a commercial REO broker, the challenges of being a commercial REO broker, the entire processes of commercial default, REO and default, special servicer, receivership, note sales, deed in lieu, judicial, non-judicial. We'll go through all of this with you. Note sales, how you do those, deed in lieu foreclosures, talk about that. Again, with the judicial and non-judicial, we'll have that conversation. What makes it an REO? What happens? That process, the asset manager's role in the process, the recommended commercial REO qualifications for you, ideally, that you might want to have, your assignment. So the pre-assignment usually comes in some sort of a letter, an email, and what you do when you get that pre-assignment, pre-marketing, how you check occupancy status of properties, whether they're vacant or occupied, and then what you do when it's vacant, what to do when it's occupied, how you do rekeys, how you do trash out, how you handle personal property, the occupancy checks, the process. You want to check their intentions, and then are they cooperating? If they are, you do this. If they're not cooperating, we do that. So we'll walk you through that as well, and then I'll share with you some tips and strategies that I've learned over the years about approaching the occupants and how you do that, and be safe and minimize liability. So we'll walk you through that, how to do cash for keys, what cash for keys is, how you deliver cash for keys if they're there, if you miss them, how to do eviction tips, how to proceed in a lockout, how to secure the asset, and how much time you typically have. The BOVs, BPOs, the broker opinion of values in commercial real estate, and broker price opinions are BPOs and BOVs. And I'll walk you through a BOV in commercial real estate, and then I'll give you some exercises, and those are going to be fillable. So I'm going to give you a template that you can use on your own computer, and you can keep it forever, basically. And then you can plug in the blanks to build out these BOVs. So we'll go through that, and we'll give you at least 2 exercises that you can do on your own there, whether we do those in class or homework, kind of depends on the time. and how it's going. Tips and tricks for your BOVs and your BPOs. We'll go through that with you. Your scorecards, what you're rated on by the banks and asset managers. Again, the initial assignment, how to handle that when it comes in, the timeline, the expectations around it, the listing management maintenance that you do once you get the listing or preparing for it, the work, the bids, the estimates. Do we make those payable to brokers or vendors? Do we write checks? Who do we write the checks to? Things like that. Maintenance, how we maintain and secure these properties, handle any kind of citations that might be coming in, and property management agreements, basically getting, then we get the listing on the market and the guidelines for how we're going to communicate with the bank and the asset manager, how frequent we are. We're going to talk to them. Are we going to call, email, text? What's that process look like? And I'm going to give you a template, a report that we use where you can give monthly updates. So you'll have a template that we're going to give you, and we'll walk you through that process as well. How to do these inspections. We'll show you how to do this. Price reductions, commissions. Everyone likes to talk about commissions, so we'll have that conversation there. How you prepare these other agents. Some agents out there might not be familiar with REOs at all in short sales. I mean, have no idea what that is and how to work with those types of properties. So you've got to kind of start to train them on how to handle their buyers. So we'll walk you through how to do that as a listing agent, how to handle the offers when they come in, the offers, do's and don'ts, the timeframes for approvals. And then once the deal gets the offer is accepted with the asset managers, and what the next process is once it's accepted. And then upon approval, what they do next in that process, the seller addendums and how important that is. And with REOs, we'll go through that. Broker is the quarterback, and then how you actually go out and get business, right? Getting ready for commercial REO, the tips and strategies, where you should network, the platforms that you should be on to receive REOs, the platforms that you should consider for tracking foreclosures. I'll have that for you and give all that to you. So quite a bit of information here, folks. We've got a lot of guest speakers coming in as well. And they're going to share some information. Some of the guest speakers that are coming in are very experienced with commercial REOs, and they're dealing with commercial REOs right now, and they have them right in their portfolio right now, short sales, REOs, workouts. So we're going to be able to get some various people in different situations, different states that are experiencing some of this. Your resume is real important. So I'll show you our resume, and then we'll talk about your resume and how you put that together and how you create that and what you do with that. So you go out and get new business, the process of going out and getting new business, the finances that you want to consider when you're managing these assets, the A to Z, basically from start to finish, commercial REO, step-by-step summary, best practices for the commercial REO process. So this is going to be a really good class. It's coming up next week. April 11, 12, 13, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 to 5 Pacific Standard Time in Irvine, California. Well, I'll be there live, and then we're also going to be doing a hybrid. So several people will be on virtual with us, and then we'll have several people there live. So you're welcome to go live or virtual, whichever is easiest for you. Reach out to us if you can get registered there, or you have any questions. Email Tiffany education@thencrea.com. education@thencrea.com. And you can also go to our website, thencrea.com. That's www.thencrea.com. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be some tools in your tool belt that you're going to be able to keep forever, and some skills that not a lot of people have that you're now going to have when you do this. And it's going to give you a leg up and put you in a forward position for any type of asset that might be distressed, that might be coming down the pike. Okay. So looking forward to seeing you next week. And again, reach out if you have any questions. Thanks. Make it a great day.